brat on your hands. If your child is guilty of one of the following, you just might. Like when you give them news for a special treat,
Right.
doesn't faze them.
Right.
They don't care.
Right.
They don't say please and thank you. They demand things instead of asking for them.
Right.
And they cry too easily. You do like
all of them. I do all of
I have
that.
a brat on my hands.
You do have a brat on your hands, and I will pout in a second.
Oh my gosh, you know how many times you just tell me to do something? I want that. Just like that. Just like that. Now. Or then you and your husband both, Tom, do this. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? I mean, it's annoying, but somehow you did not do that with Abby, your daughter.
No. I do not have a brat on my hands. It was really important to us that our child learn how to take instruction. Remember all those classes?
She's a little hard-headed.
She's a little hard-headed. I was like, you're going to have to learn that you are not the master of every situation that you're in, and that you're going to have to wait. You have to wait in line. You have to wait your turn.
She's
all
very
those
polite,
things.
always has been.
Yeah.
Very pleased and thank you.
Yes.
But she's also not greedy. Like, she's not one of those kids like you walk in a store and they're like, I got to get something. She's not like that at all.
Never been that way. You know?
Which I think is awesome. So we polled you for Angelisa's online.
Yes, we did. And we asked if you are spoiling your kids, okay? And here's what you said. You said 57% of you said yes. 43% said no. But
I think that's very honest.
I think it's very honest.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that people can say that they're doing it.
Exactly.
You know?
And most people would say, no, I don't spoil my kid. And then you see them like feeding, and they're 14.
Right.
They're like 14 years old. They're like, no, and it's like, so I think it shows a really special, like that people are able to be honest about it, which is half the battle, if not more.
Well, we have a very special guest with us on Skype, Florence and Romano, the Windy City Nanny, who knows a thing or two about how not to spoil kids. Hi, Florence Ann.
Hello.
What's some of the worst spoiled kid behavior that you've come across?
I mean, how much time do you have
to talk
about it? When you're in restaurants, I have to say, this is when I see the worst type of behavior. The kids run around, they demand things, they throw food, they don't have manners. And I hear people say to me all the time, you know what, you should just not bring children to restaurants. And I'm like, oh, really? How about we just raised our children to be decent,
thank you,
and individuals?
You're right. I saw a 2-year-old. We were eating in a restaurant. I saw a 2-year-old pick up a knife, a steak knife, and its parents let the kid run around the restaurant with a knife in its hand. And my husband was like, who's going to stop it? Somebody stop it, right?
No one's stopping it.
I find that amazing.
I have a question for you, Florence Ann, especially in areas like where we are here, and you're a nanny. Are kids better behaved with their parents or nannies? Because it seems like they try to take advantage of the nanny.
100%. They like to work the system, these kids. You know, they're real smart. They're shrewd. They're playing their angles. That's why when you have a caretaker or you have a nanny, you need to make sure you're consistent across the board. And I'll tell you what the secret is. It's following through. You punish them, you follow through on the punishment. You take away their iPad, their tablet, whatever it is. Believe me, technology being taken away from a child now, I mean, that's like taking away their arm.
Yeah.
So you need to follow through, and your nannies need to do it too, or else you're really setting your children up for a disaster.
Yeah, it seems like I've seen a ton of kids running over their nannies, talking back to them.
Or their parents.
Or their parents,
What's
too.
the most common type of bad behavior you see from kids?
Disrespect.
Yeah.
There is a big problem today with treating adults with respect.
Yes.
For whatever reason, we're raising our children to think that they're so equal now to adults, to every.
Yes.
But you have to respect people. I mean, you have to respect your elders. I grew up taking care of my grandparents, and I learned the best about compassion, all of the things you need to learn as a child about respect through that activity. We're not raising our children to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
My mother used to say to me all the time, Florence Ann, I'm your mother, I'm not your friend. You know, and I could laugh and talk and play with my mother, but I had to respect
there was a limit.
There was a limit. Oh, and you knew it when you got there.
Oh, no.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I still to this day, if I get the big eyes from my mother, just these same eyes just on my mother, they're just right there. And I know I'm in trouble at 32 years old. I'm still cowering. And we need to still get back to a little bit of that fear. That fear is good.
Yeah. Well, what are some of your favorite tips on how to, curb a spoiled child? What can people take
if it's
away.
too late, the child's spoiled.
Right.
What can you do?
It's too late. I mean, there's really nothing you can do. No, I'm kidding. You can do anything. But you really need to teach children responsibility and accountability. That's the first thing. So if you have a chore chart, you could do things like that where they start earning money or they earn rewards, whatever they want to do in that respect. But I have to say the biggest tip I have is philanthropy. That's what children should be focusing on. Teaching children how to give back. Here's a way to use the internet in a positive way. There's so many videos now about kids and what they're doing to help people in
that's
this
such
world.
a great idea. Thank you so much, Florence.
That's
great.
wonderful.
That's a great idea.
Great.
Thanks so much. We know you're going to be talking to you more in the future, girl.
Yes.
Because we got to save this country from the bratty chew.
Me Time with Frangela.